Hey, this is Monty with Build Brothers here at 4864 and a half Dawes Street here in PB, doing a roof inspection video. What we're looking at is a flat torch down section. It's actually a studio add-on, and the owner has reported a leak over on the vent on the corner over there. So I'll touch on that in 1 second. But looking at the rest of the roof, we see adequate bleed out, but it's inconsistent. So normally what we like to see on each seam is about a quarter to a half inch of bleed out with the tar when they apply the torch down. And we can see, on this portion, we see a little bit of bleed out, but on other portions, such as right here, we don't see any bleed out. And this greatly affects the material's waterproofing capability. Then moving on to here, around the edges, we always like to look at the edges because again, these are sensitive areas where water can get underneath, and over time, again, that tar begins to crack and allows that water to start seeping in on the edge near the metal flashing, the drip edge, excuse me. And so this, we can see evidence of lipping over here on this portion. It gets a little bit progressively worse going towards this portion right here. And then again, this is what we normally like to see with the edge meeting the metal flashing around the perimeter. This is proper bleed out meeting the edge. Again, going on to here, we see evidence of a little bit of lipping, but this is the vent that is causing the leak. And we can see multiple points of where that water could potentially be getting in. So near this counter flashing, we can see a little tiny gap underneath this eave right here and against the wall. And then again, right here, we can see this gap where that water may or may not be leaking in. But again, this greatly affects the product's waterproofing capability. And again, my guess is yes, water is starting to get in between this little crack, and this is just mastic that has been applied around the vent. But these are, there's multiple areas where water could be seeping in if it's not already. What I'd like to do, is use a TPO product on this flat portion. TPO, it's used as a pool liner, and it would essentially make this whole portion a single membrane. TPO also fights against algae growth, and it does a very good job at preventing water from getting in and essentially waterproofing it for the future. But yeah, that ends my video inspection. Thank you.